Hey friendseeps, welcome back to Every Day Can Be a Sunday. Every week, we dig into the Sunday Gospel together and ask the question grown-ups don't always ask out loud. This week, Jesus says something that sounds a little scary at first. Fear no one. But by the end, you'll see why those words are actually the most comforting thing he could say to you. Let's get into it. Imagine you're one of the 12. You've been following Jesus from town to town. You've seen him heal the sick. You've watched him teach great crowds. Today, he gathers his disciples close. You can tell he's about to tell you something important. Then Jesus says, "Fear no one." But why would Jesus begin with those words? What was coming that would require such courage? Nothing is concealed that will not be revealed. No secret that will not be known. What I say to you in the darkness, speak in the light. What you hear whispered, proclaim on the housetops. At first, it sounds like Jesus is talking about secrets, but he's actually preparing his disciples for a mission. One day, the message they heard in quiet places will be proclaimed to the whole world. Which sounds exciting, except it raises another question. What if people oppose them? What if speaking the truth comes with a cost? Jesus continues, "And do not be afraid of those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. Rather, be afraid of the one who can destroy both soul and body in Gehenna." Imagine hearing those words for the first time. The disciples are beginning to realize that following Jesus may not always be easy. Our souls matter forever. But if the mission is that important, another question remains. Will God really take care of us? The disciples listen carefully. Then Jesus points to something they see every day. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a small coin? Yet not one of them falls to the ground without your Father's knowledge. Think about that. Not even a tiny sparrow escapes the Father's attention. And then Jesus makes it personal. Even all the hairs of your head are counted, so do not be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. The disciples may have felt small, unknown, ordinary. Maybe you felt that way too. But Jesus reminds them, and us, that we are deeply known and deeply loved by God, which leads to the final challenge. If God values us so greatly, how will we respond to Jesus? Will we stand with him? Will we acknowledge him before others? Jesus concludes, "Everyone who acknowledges me before others, I will acknowledge before my heavenly Father. But whoever denies me before others, I will deny before my heavenly Father." The same Jesus who knows every sparrow, the same Jesus who knows every hair on your head, invites us not to be afraid, to trust him, to stand with him, and to share his good news with the world. So this week, here's something to carry with you, friendseeps. You are known, you are loved, and you matter to God. If you want to talk about this gospel with your family, or color a page about today's story, I left a link below for you. See you next Sunday, friendseeps. And remember, when we live the gospel daily, then every day can be a Sunday.